We have a caller on the line right now. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hi, I wanted to ask you a question. First of all, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? You don't have to mention your name if you don't choose to.
Okay, I don't choose to.
That's fine. Good. Okay.
I've been dating a guy. He's 41. I'm 40. For 4 or 5 months.
Uh-huh.
I had a flat tire. I was upset, and he was driving all the way from Massachusetts. So when he came to where I was, I never got out of the car. I guess he was upset and he left. I thought he was going to go get a tire because I had asked him to.
Right.
I never, ever saw him again. He won't take my calls. He won't take my texts. He won't. I called his job, his cell. I went to his house. He wouldn't open the door. It's really weird. He's Eastern European. And like 5 days later after that happened on a Sunday, I wrote him a letter telling him how much I love him, blah, blah, blah. And we have exchanged our feelings for each other. And he seemed like he was reciprocating, but I just don't understand. So last week, I took all his stuff, put it in the bag, because I had some of his stuff in my apartment, and I waited for him outside of his apartment. And when I saw him, I called him, and I was going to run up to him with the bag, and he literally ran away from me.
He physically ran away from you?
Physically ran away from me and hid in the garage.
And hid in the garage?
Yes. And I don't think that's normal. So I waited a little bit.
Unusual.
He never came out. I thought it was really weird because before he went down the stairs, I saw that he looked at me. He knew it was me. So I just hung the bag on his doorknob and left. And I haven't I haven't had any contact with him for a little bit over a month.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, let me ask you the basic first. Is he married?
No. He's in the process of getting a divorce. He's separated.
He's separated. Are you sure about that?
I'm positive. He brought his family down from Massachusetts. I met both of his parents. I met
Really?
his kid.
You met his parents?
Yes, and they made dinner for me. And he met my entire family. And he was always telling me he wants a little girl. He wants a daughter. And I kept telling him, no, unless we're married, I'm not having kids.
Wow. I've heard a number of stories. This one is truly unique. And Dr. Paul doesn't have an answer for it. However, I have some suggestions. One suggestion I would make is for your edification, and if you can afford it, I would possibly hire a research service or private investigator service to find out what this is all about. There's something you don't know there, and frankly, this may be a good thing because this could be a situation where somebody wants to stay away from you because of their own inner hostilities. Okay, are you with me on this? You don't know that. I don't know that. But I think it would...
Well, he has told me that he has done that in the past. He told me that he lives with a woman, and one day he just took all his stuff and left. And I was like, that's so weird. What a coward.
Oh,
but I
okay.
never thought he'd do it to me. I mean, I didn't live with him.
So this is a pattern that he's developed.
Ever since his wife left him, he said he's done that.
Wow.
He panics and he leaves.
Right. He's developed a sort of paranoia, and he's established a pattern that he's going to continue doing. I can tell you that unless he really gets help with this, it's not something you're going to be able to do because you now are in the same category that anyone else would be. Even though he may care for you, he's in a category of being in denial, and he's paranoid about the same thing happening. He apparently was hurt very badly in this marriage relationship, whatever he had, and followed up with having similar situations. But it sounds as if he's really, really feels threatened, and I think it's a case where he needs to get some counseling, and that would be your best suggestion to him. Say, look, I don't really understand how you feel, but I know that you need to follow up with some counseling. Get back with us on that. I really appreciate your call. We've got to leave right now, and I Thank you again for calling in. This is Dr. Paul. As always, may your fantasies of today be your realities of tomorrow.